Chelsey. In this video, I'm diving deep into the many areas in which you can make your wedding as eco-friendly as possible. Disappearing are the days of wasteful and old-fashioned wedding traditions. As millennials, we care deeply about having weddings our way without causing more harm than necessary to our planet and to our wallets. Let's get started. Unfortunately, sometimes brides decide to purchase a brand new wedding dress, wear it once, and then preserve it in a box which they never look at ever again. Instead of buying brand new, you can rent, buy used, or even thrift. How about your mom's or your grandmother's wedding dress? How about all those dresses sitting in the thrift shops? Look for a dress, or even two, that you can use pieces from to turn into the perfect one for you. Hire a talented local seamstress to transform and make it custom fit you. Not only is this zero waste, but you're supporting small local business. Bonus! I'll never understand why wedding favors ever became a thing. You're already giving your guests a great time and awesome food. Favors tend to be dinky things that many guests end up leaving anyways. As a wedding photographer, I see that all the time. Instead of creating waste, consider donating the money you would have spent to your favorite charity. Create a compostable sign to let the guests know if you like. You'll have to do your research to find wedding venues that have eco-conscious policies around waste and energy use. If you want to be very green, you can hold your wedding at a national park, conservation center, small farm, greenhouse, or botanical garden. This enables you to directly support those that have environmental and conservation missions. When looking for venues, consider their environmental infrastructure, policies, and certifications. Ask them lots of questions. You'll also want to find a space that is already looking amazing, so you won't need to source lots of decor. On top of that, choose a location where you can host both your ceremony and your reception, so you can reduce the amount of travel and therefore the carbon footprint. Die-hard meatitarians may whine, but they'll survive going one meal without meat. I bet guests won't even notice if you hire an absolutely talented vegan caterer. An awesome caterer will make even the most committed meat eaters' mouths water with their creative and gourmet dishes. Consuming meat has a really negative impact on the environment, so choosing to leave it off your menu for your 100+ guests is a big deal. Make sure you also chat with your caterer about using local farms and seasonal produce. An experienced caterer will be able to closely calculate how much food is needed, but you'll still need a plan in case of leftovers. Have containers ready and figure out who will be taking them home. Buying decor specifically for your wedding can be quite wasteful, as there's no life for it after your day. Instead, opt to hire a wedding decor rental company to supply you with all your needs. You can even rent all your dinnerware, so there's zero waste there. Keep the table decor simple with potted plants, fallen branches, candles, to create a beautiful atmosphere. If you think you need extra decor, you can source some from around your own house or from those of families and friends. Don't forget you can borrow. If you're committed to having a zero waste wedding, the best way to invite your guests would be to do so electronically. Send them a beautiful online invitation using an app like Greenvelope. If you're really attached to the idea of sending tangible invitations to your guests, make sure you use recycled paper. Keep it to one small piece of paper and allow guests to RSVP on your wedding website. Since we're on the topic of paper goods, consider ditching menu cards as well. While they look beautiful on the tablescape, they are wasteful and are glanced at for a mere seconds. If you find it necessary to inform your guests about their meals, choose a compostable sign that they can check out. Flowers also have a big impact on the planet. If you absolutely must have cut flowers at your wedding, make sure you work with a florist that will use in-season flowers that are both native and grown in your area. To greatly reduce the number of flowers at your wedding, you can leave out boutonnieres and bridesmaids bouquets. Boutonnieres become squished after just one hug, and bridesmaids bouquets are completely abandoned after the ceremony and photos. You can also reduce the use of cut flowers for your table centerpieces. Instead, use locally sourced mosses, lichens, branches, pine cones, and potted plants. Because you'll be using foliage that lasts that much longer, you can pair it up with other couples getting married the same weekend as you so that they can be reused. Make sure you don't use floral foam in any of your creations as well, because that is non-biodegradable. If you're holding your wedding at a venue that has a built-in bar, that's fantastic. Ensure that the beverages you'll be serving, such as pop, beer, and water, are exclusively on tap. Also make sure there's no disposable cups or straws. Of course, if you're out in a national park, things will be quite different. However, you can still order kegs so that you can reduce the amount of cans. A lot of the time, wedding guests can be wasteful with an open bar. Instead of finishing their current drink, they leave it sitting around and go grab another one. To avoid this waste, you can attach a value to the drinks by having a dollar bar instead. As adults who are getting married later in life, you've most likely purchased your own home and have all the stuff you need for it. So creating a wedding registry can be daunting and a little bit over the top. Maybe you're like me and you cherish experiences over material items and products. Therefore, I would suggest you asking your wedding guests to help you fund the amazing honeymoon of your dreams. Maybe there's even a way you can set up online money gifts so that you won't be throwing out so many paper cards after 5 seconds of reading them. Your wedding bands are another thing to keep in mind when trying to be environmentally friendly on your wedding day. Unfortunately, diamonds are mined from the earth and sometimes even come from areas ravaged by conflict. If you want a diamond lookalike, moissanite is an amazing option. Not only is it next in line for durability, they have a stunning sparkle for a fraction of the price and are made in labs. You also want to consider rings that are made from recycled gold and other materials. Having guests throw something at the newlyweds as they walk down the aisle is so fun and it makes for amazing photos. However, you don't want to throw anything that could be wasteful or create litter. So if you're thinking about having guests throw something as you walk down the aisle, consider something like hole punch leaves or birdseed. This is a given for a lot of makeup lovers already, but it's important to ensure that your makeup artist will be using vegan and cruelty-free products. Well, that's all I'm going to touch on today. I'm sure that I'm missing a lot of things, so stay aware as you go about your planning and question whether there's a better way to go about something. Research is best. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more wedding planning tips in the future, don't forget to subscribe.